Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're coming to you live tonight from Spring Hill, Florida for tonight's Glory Days Burger Bowl featuring the Leopards of Hernando High School and the Eagles of Springstead. I'm Will Wilkie. I'll be bringing you along the pregame show here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Thank you again for joining us here tonight in what promises to be another fantastic Friday night for football here in the great state of Florida. Before we take it up to Derek and Dave up in the booth tonight, we're going to go ahead and get some pregame comments from our field analyst, Derwin Gray, down on the field to give us some items to look out for tonight's ball game. Derwin?
Yeah, thanks, Will. Tonight's not a regular night. Tonight is the Glory Days Burger Bowl. It's a night for both of these teams, man, to come out and put it all on the line. Only one team come home victorious, man, tonight. And in the past years, they both broke off even, and the past 2 years, 1-1. Tonight, only one team can go home with the win tonight. We're going to see when this time clicks down to triple zeros. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to speak to Tyree Davis. Man, he talked about how much this history of this game means to him, man, and how much he wants to come out and have a great day today. And he's a guy that I highlighted initially, man, as a guy that I knew was going to have a breakout game tonight. And I'm excited to see him work tonight. He's a junior. He plays QB, safety, cornerback, everything, slot. But he really loves playing that slot. I'm excited to see him work in the slot. However, on the Hernando team, I want to highlight Carlton Ashworth, man. He's a linebacker, senior. Guy that has a lot to play for, man. A guy that loves breaking up passes, getting the QB hurries, man, getting after it on defense and leading his defense to get big sacks and big tackles in the open field. So I'm excited to see that guy work, man, and take charge, man, and try to lead this team to victory. Man, with that, back to you, Will.
Thank you very much, Derwin, for that pregame report. Some great insight on some great players that we're going to see on the field here tonight for Hernando and Springstead, again for the Glory Days Burger Bowl, live tonight from Spring Hill, Florida. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to toss it up to the booth for Derek and Dave. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back to Spring Hill, Florida, as we have the Eagle Marching Band with some pregame entertainment, as well as the Eagle cheerleaders. Just a reminder to stick with us at halftime for our senior spotlight. Derek Chirilla, the starting linebacker for the Eagles, is going to be featured here tonight. You don't want to miss that. And we've got a great game coming up on our way. And now it's time to send it up to the booth for Derek and Dave. Take it away, boys.
Thank you, Will, and welcome viewers to a sizzling showdown here at the Glory Days Burger Bowl, where the visiting Hernando Leopards will take on the Springstead Eagles.
That's right, Derek. Both teams are hungry for a victory as both squads are coming off of the losses from last week's contest.
Yes, Dave, the Eagles cooked up. We're going to take a moment for the national anthem. All right. Great job, Eagle Brigade, in that rendition of the national anthem. But let's get back to the game that we got coming on.
Absolutely.
The Glory Days Burger Bowl. The Eagles cooked up 45 points last week in their loss to Wiregrass Ranch as the Leopards were burned by 37 from a strong Denellen team.
These two teams have a lot in common, Derek. First, both squads love to run the ball. Hernando uses John Capella as their everything back, averaging more than 130 yards per game and leading the Leopards in scoring. He should touch the ball more than 20 times tonight. The Eagles have Connor McCasio, serving up more than 185 yards per game and 13 touchdowns. Each back has that secret sauce of speed, burst, and power.
Well, Dave, the meat and potatoes of these two teams have been their defense, and more specifically, their linebacking crew. The dynamic duo of Dalton Williams and Jaden James have been flattening ball carriers all season for the Eagles. The Leopards have two of the top tacklers in the district with Keandre Gavin and Colton Ashworth, whose presence should be felt early with their nose for the ball.
Derek, this game sounds like it has everything we want. Two rival schools, similar strengths, hard-hitting defense, and did I mention it's Springstead's homecoming?
Yeah, well, you just did. And generally speaking, home teams always pull out all the stops to win their homecoming game. And this year, it just happens to be the Glory Days Burger Bowl.
Real quick, we should let the viewers know what the Glory Days Burger Bowl is more than just a rivalry game. Each team will have one senior receive a $1,000 scholarship from the Glory Days at halftime, and the team that wins tonight's game will also have their end of the season banquet catered by Glory Days of Brooksville for free.
There's also the awesome Glory Days Burger Bowl trophy and 1 whole year of bragging rights.
This game promises to be satisfying. These teams will be fighting for every ounce of glory, and I believe this crowd is hungry for some action. So stay tuned for the 2023 version of the Glory Days Burger Bowl, brought to you by your friends here at Gulf Coast Sports Network. And you can see the Glory Days trophy right there at the 50-yard line as they bring it to the captain's coin toss.
Yeah, everybody wants to go home with that for sure.
Yes, they do. I believe last year Springstead did take the Glory Days Burger Bowl trophy, and with it being their homecoming, I'm sure they're going to try to keep it here.
Try to keep it here. It's a delicious-looking burger on top there.
That's
for
a
sure.
giant burger. That is, I don't think I've seen too many burgers bigger than that right there.
Even from this distance, it looks giant.
That's right.
Oh, we're getting this thing kicked off. I mean, these are two teams that are really no friends of each other here. This is definitely a rivalry game, and Hernando's coming in to not only right their own ship, but to kind of spoil the night and spoil homecoming for the Eagles. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think this is going to be a real good game we got here tonight.
This is probably the oldest rivalry in Hernando County, with Springstead and Hernando being
the two oldest schools here.
Absolutely, and looks like Springstead's going to defer to the second half, and I'm sure that the Leopards are going to receive that ball. So we're going to get a chance to see the offense of the Leopards and see if they're going to give the ball to Capel early and often, and see how that dynamic duo from the Springstead's linebacking crew come out to start the game.
I'm excited to see Saltzman too under center for Hernando. He spins the ball pretty well, and maybe try and catch his Eagles off guard, take a couple shots early. He's got the arm strength for it. See if his receivers are there, if they can get some separation.
Yeah, Leandre Wright for the Leopards has been one of his favorite targets, and they're not really known for their short passing game, but their vertical passing game. So when Saltzman steps back there and has some time, he can let it rip, like you said. He's just a sophomore, and there you see the Eagles coming out. The homecoming Eagles, and the energy for a homecoming team is always hype. They always have extra activities throughout the week of school.
For sure. Bunch of pomp and circumstance. They had the Roar here Wednesday. Giant firework. Awesome fireworks show. If you haven't had a chance to see it, they really go all out for it. And it just makes the whole thing fun. A lot of pomp and circumstance here. We got the homecoming court over in the north end zone. So I mean, they're absolutely pumped. They're not going to let the Leopards come in here and try to take this one from them. They're going to keep that trophy here. They're gonna win their homecoming game. They're going to party all weekend like high schoolers at homecoming week ought to do. So
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a
the
lot of
homecoming
fun.
court right there. Good-looking group, ready to
Absolutely.
go. Come out at halftime. But all the festivities leading up to homecoming game, doesn't really matter if you lose the game.
Yeah,
That's the
that's right.
exclamation point. But as the visiting team, when you see that you're someone's homecoming, you kind of say, okay,
All right.
okay,
All
let's
right.
go
I see
spoil their
you.
homecoming.
That's right.
So there's two views here, and
Everybody's
Maldonado's
pumped.
gonna.
Everybody's pumped for sure. Emotions, both sides.
Yeah. Well, Maldonado is the kicker for the Eagles, and he's got a pretty good foot on him. It should be real deep in the
Yeah, they got
territory here.
Gorescu and Wright in the back there.
Line drive kick.
Looks like Gorescu has it. Kind of spins off one. Can't break enough. He'll end up going down. Flag down.
Wow.
Still up
still
though.
Moving.
Pushing that pile past the 40 now. And no whistle yet. There's a whistle about the 45. They pushed that thing about 15 yards, but there is a flag right at the 30. Let's see what that is.
That was a dart of a kick, and those are not always easy to field. And Gorescu did field it, and you can see it. He he ran into one of his offensive linemen to keep his balance.
Yeah, he just held him up and pushed him. So
some potential favorable starting point here, depending on the flag.
Never got a look at it, and it looks like the spot's about where.
Right. Face mask on the Eagles is the call. So they're going to add some more yards to that and make it even more favorable of a spot for the Leopards.
Looks like the chain gang's trying to get their coordinates set here.
It looks like the Leopards already have their play ready to go, and they're going to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're ready to get this thing done. Stop moving. Let's hike this thing. All right. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, one in the slot. Saltzman waiting in shotgun. Low snap. Able to get it out wide. It's like number 3 Gorescu. They had trouble written all over it, but Saltzman able to get it and unload it.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of good quarterbacks will do. If it's a bad snap, they're just going to go to that first quick short read and get the ball out of their hands.
Somebody out in the flat, get it to your playmaker. Rescue out wide. Right next to him. Saltzman in the shotgun. Brown next to him. Or I'm sorry, not Brown. That is Capel. And he gets brought down. Looks like a loss of 2 maybe.
Yeah. Short loss on that play. Capel got the ball, and there was not a lot of room to go.
3rd and 5, it looks like. Long 4, short 5, maybe. Ball sitting right at the 35-yard line of the Eagles. 3 receiver set. In shotgun, in motion, Gorescu.
Ball on the turf. Ball on the turf.
Ball on the ground. Let's see who has it. Springstead thinks they do, and they do.
They do. Big. Yeah, that's Nicholas Diaz, number 73, on the fumble recovery. Coaches really like the talented junior.
And why not? Effort like that, able to get the fumble. There's a big kid, number 73, too. Right there in the middle of that defensive line.
It looked like Saltzman just missed Capel and then kind of threw it in there, but
miscue, no doubt, in the backfield, comes back.
So the Leopards miss on
loss.
Yeah, the Leopards miss out on an opportunity with good field position, but
great field position to start the game.
They're doing that little check with me, so that the team's already lined up.
It's
Now
like
they're checking with
Portman, number 7, starting in shotgun for the Eagles. Hands off, up the middle, number 4, Macasio.
Yeah, Macasio is. We spoke about both of those two running backs at the beginning of the game, and no surprise, they both already touched the ball a time or two.
Gain of 1, bring up 2nd and 9.
Might have an equipment issue going on with an Eagle. I think they had something going on with their chin strap or helmet.
Up to the line, 4 wide receivers. They're pretty spread out here in this formation.
Yeah, the Leopards have a 4-3 base going on right now.
Macasio just to the left of the quarterback, Jackson. Hands it off on the reverse, up the middle. That's number 2, Sansone. And enough for a first down, just kept fighting through the middle of the field there once he kind of got through the first layer.
Yes, Sansone's going to be a good change of pace to Macasio, and their idea is to get Sansone out of the tackle box there, where Macasio can hit it up. Even though he put on some muscle over the summer, but he's not afraid to go up the tackle. But it does look like we had a flag, and it's going to be holding on the Eagles, which negates the first down.
Yeah.
And it's going to back them up.
Huge penalty for them. 2 huge penalties already for the Eagles in this game. One on the kickoff return and another here. Now it's should be 2nd and 19 maybe, 14. Handoff, gets the edge, makes one man miss. It's Macasio. He is stood up there by number 2, Sansone.
Macasio does a great job of trying to stay in bounds. He did go out of bounds, but he made an intentional effort to stay in bounds and pick up some extra yards. But he did a really nice job reading that and running with his eyeballs.
It was about an 8-9 yard gain.
So it's 3rd and manageable now.
It is. It really is. 3rd and about maybe 7. 8:46 left. Nothing your score here. As Cortman in shotgun. Hands off to Macasio. Inside. Tripped up. Stays up though. And still fighting. It's going to go down. Looks like just short maybe of that first, right at the marker though. Let's see where they do mark this ball.
Macasio does a great job with that 3-legged run is what we call that in the football world, where you start losing your balance, you put your hand that doesn't have the ball on the ground to regain your balance and get some more yards.
And he was able to pick up the first down there. Looked like he was only about 68 yards away from 1,000 yards on the season. So if he keeps up this pace, he will definitely achieve that this game. And inside again, makes one man miss. Another one miss towards the corner, the end zone. Getting chased down, but they will not get him. Touchdown, Eagles, Macasio.
Wow, what great vision he has. And it's just a simple north-south run. And you see, as the lights flicker on this Care 1 instant replay that we're about to show you, he's just going to break through the middle, and once he sees that cornerback come in hard, he just breaks it out to the outside and is able to outrun everyone for the very long touchdown.
Very long touchdown indeed. That was about a 52, 53-yard touchdown, something like that.
Maldonado on the kick. I believe he's perfect on the year.
And continues to be. 7-0's the score. 7:53 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back after this. welcome back, sports fans, here to Springstead High School as the Eagles welcome in the Leopards this Glory Days Burger Bowl homecoming game on Gulf Coast Sports Network. 7:53 left in the first quarter. 7-0's your score after a long Macasio run, putting the Eagles on the board.
Yet it proves to be a costly turnover for the Leopards, which led to the score. They're going to try to get more favorable positioning here after this return.
They had a really nice return on the opening kickoff.
Uh-oh, I don't think they're gonna get a chance.
Yeah, this is not returnable as
Yeah.
it goes through the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Maldonado.
Large
really nice
kick.
leg.
He's a soccer standout player as well for the Eagles.
Not surprised to hear that.
Yeah. But we get another crack at the Hernando Leopards offense and another crack at the Springstead defense. Now, we have seen both teams in action earlier this year here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network, and I've noticed that it's not just the dynamic duo of the Springstead Eagles, because they have a very talented secondary, which a lot of teams do not want to put the ball in the air. But that plays into the strength here of the Leopards with the running game that they potentially have.
Snap inside and wrapped up and finally brought down.
That
was Capel on the carry.
Yeah, I believe it was Joshua Madonna on the final tackle, but he was hit at the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage, and Capel was able to spin out of that, only to spin into more Eagle tacklers.
Yeah, 2nd and 10, no gain on that play.
Well, that was Michael Rizzuto on the final tackle.
And Saltzman back. Gets it, surveys the field, goes deep, has somebody
Wright.
number 4
right,
and off to the races, trying to get Chase down, and he will make it to the end zone. Talk about answering the call.
And all we talked about was what if he has a pocket, and he had the pocket, and
really nice protection
got behind
for him.
the corners and the secondary. Check out the Care One instant replay. Look at the protection right here. He is going to have all day to throw this. He's able to roll over to his right. He sees it and leads his receiver. Beautiful. Great timing by Leandre Wright to secure those wide open catches are sometimes the most challenging.
Even more difficult.
What a quick response.
Absolutely.
Hey, the Glory Days Burger Bowl. We knew it was going to come down to
That's right.
some big plays. Looks like Jesse Folks is going to be your kicker. He's also the wide receiver for the Leopards. Oh, right
Up
down the
and
middle as
through.
well.
So 7-7's our score. Answered quickly. 6:59 left. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Welcome back, sports fans. And kicking off after that 80-yard touchdown pass are the Leopards. 7-7's your score. 6:49 left in the first quarter.
Looks like Tyree Davis and Macasio is going to be back deep, so I'm not sure if they're going to kick it deep to him or not.
They do. It's going to be Macasio with it, and he's so good through creases, exploding, finally brought down about the 41, 42-yard line.
He got tackled by number 41, Keandre Gavin, who we spoke about in the pregame, able to bring him down.
part of that big linebacking core.
Hey, friends, don't forget about Brooksville PDQ. From now till closing, you can take an extra 25% off of your order. And we appreciate PDQ sponsoring our trivia question and honoring that 25% off tonight. Brooksville location only.
PDQ just made better. And reverse, Macasio trying to get the edge. Stays on his feet again. Fights a little bit.
Just some great balance. I mean,
really great balance. A great way to put it. Just will not go down.
You're going to see number 4 on number 4 right here on this replay. Leandre Wright has a chance for him right here, and he's able to fight through the block, but just
too quick. That one move right there just made a miss, an accelerated pass.
He's got that balance and that speed.
So second and about 3 for the Eagles. Cortman still under center, but it's been all Macasio for the Eagles so far this game. And on cue, incomplete. Pass to number 5, Jaden James.
It's a good idea to fake the ball to the guy who's getting every carry.
Absolutely.
And just a quick slant, which,
just get right behind that first level catching. For sure. Get a playmaker with the ball in space. I'll bring up third down. 3rd and 3.
Oh, they're coming. They're bringing an extra person in.
Macasio gets the edge and gets enough for the first down, but finally brought down right over there in the midst of the tacklers. And Sansone, really the first one there on scene. Let's take a look at the Care 1 instant replay.
You're going to see a lot of people come, and once he gets past them, that's the recipe for big plays. And Sansone was able to keep him in bounds and keep him on the ground. But it's a huge first down.
We're just able to move the chains here.
Yeah, huge first down there for the Eagles as they have now crossed over the 50-yard line
into Leopard territory.
So we've seen one pass from the Eagles and a couple passes from the Leopards. At the beginning of the third quarter, you guys are going to get a trivia question, and basically it's the PDQ trivia question, and the first correct answer will be given a free meal from the Brooksville location only, and they have to be a subscriber to answer.
Yeah, because you're going to answer in the in-game chat on YouTube.
Right.
So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you follow us. That way you know whenever we're going live, you don't miss any of the action here.
We've had a lot of people enjoy the trivia questions.
Absolutely.
We got to go one tonight. We got to go one tonight.
Pay attention, third quarter. We'll have that coming up for you. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Handoff, not Macasio.
That's PJ Class.
But that is Class on the carry.
PJ's usually their short yardage guy, and he's got a couple of goal line touches.
But he had something there. He just kind of got tripped up and couldn't stay up. Couldn't fight through it. But he was able to get about 1, maybe 2 yards. So he's still in there beside Cortman. Lines up in shotgun, 4 receivers. And Class does take it right up the middle, but stuffed quickly.
That looked like number 75, the first one to put
and 58, David Collins in there as well.
Yeah, David Collins and Braden Couture both meeting PJ Class. Now that's third down's got a little longer than last. Third down last time was 3rd and 3, and they were able to pick it up.
Yeah,
now it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 7.
And a tie ball game at that.
But if you're going to play a field position game, you were able to move it to the Leopards' half of the field. Macasio checks in next to Cortman. And he does get the ball right up the middle
Oh,
and makes a couple miss and does get enough for the first down finally.
it's
Brought
going to be
down
Samson
by Sanson
again.
out there on the edge,
Y-
able to bring him down.
Yeah, you're just going to see. They pull the lead block. They're able to get something there. And Samson just goes low. It does give you the first down, but it stops the touchdown run.
And able to keep moving the chains, get a fresh set of downs. Casio so good at seeing where those holes are going to develop too on the inside. Not always trying to get the edge for a speed guy. And reverse and stood up after only a couple. That was Davis.
Yeah, Tyree's one of their electric players. Last year he was used predominantly in the passing game, and he's been a quarterback. He's been a wide receiver. He plays defense for him, so he's just an athlete out there. But if he can turn the corner, he can run for days.
Yeah. The Leopards did a nice job of snuffing that out and stopping him after only a couple. Looks like maybe he got 1 yard gain on that play. But you could see his speed there coming through the backfield. 3 receivers, 2 to the right of Cortman along with Macasio. And they fake the handoff, looking to go deep. Does go deep, and nobody home.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a little miscommunication.
Yeah, I was looking for James out there.
He really wanted the post. He threw the post, and it looked like the receiver was.
Yeah, James looks like he was kind of going to the corner of the end zone there. So 3rd and 9. For the Eagles. Third downs are getting longer and longer this drive for them.
We got the single receiver on the side. I believe that's Jaden Skipper.
Casio inside and able to get wrapped up. Big number 73 takes him down. That's Kevin Williams for the big senior for the Leopards.
Well, they're going to keep their offense on the field.
Kind of no man's land here, right? A little too far for a field goal, presumably. You don't really want to punt it, put it back in the end zone.
Well, if you throw it, there's an opportunity for a catch. There's an opportunity for a pass interference. But he's also backed up a little further than before, so sometimes they kick out of this formation. I think they're going to play it, though. Yep.
And finds nobody over the middle of the field, so it will be a turnover on downs. He had a couple receivers there. He had Derek Torella as well as...
That's Jaden Skipper that was on the overtime.
Yeah.
And Torella that was under, and he kind of threw it in between the two, which would be a turnover on downs. But Derek Torella is going to be our senior spotlight tonight during halftime. Please tune in as we get to follow Derek Torella on his football journey. We get to see how football impacted his life and hear his story. It's going to be a great opportunity for you guys to tune in.
Really good defense by Hernando there. Stopping the Eagles. They were driving down the field. They were able to get the turnover.
Yeah, Hernando's been, tonight they've been really good on 1st and 2nd down. And, the Eagles had a little bit of success on 3rd down.
Yeah.
And they didn't have success on that 3rd down and was able to get the ball back for the offense here in a 7-7 tie ball game.
And first play netted a couple yards, 2nd and about 7 for the Leopards. Saltzman steps back, looks for a receiver, throws, and flag on the play close to the line of scrimmage, but it was incomplete, intended for Wright. It was a recipient of that 80-yard touchdown in their last possession. So we got a hold against the Leopards.
So that'll back them up.
It will remain 2nd down. 2nd down to about 13. Which, other than that 80-yard play, they've really haven't had a lot of opportunities, granted, but really haven't moved the ball much. A couple of yards on some inside carries, and that was really about it for them.
And they're going to want to get Capel going because he is their workhorse. but that does go to part of the strength of the Eagles' defense.
Capel lined up next to Saltzman.
Well, it's coming.
And steps through it and nearly picked off after it goes through the hands of Wright.
Check out the Carroll and instant replay here. You're going to see number 22 blitz off the edge, and we're going to come off the other edge as well, which opens up right away, but the ball's slightly behind him and unable to be caught.
Tipped off a couple hands, a couple Leopards, couple Eagles.
We got a long third down here, Derek.
Yeah, they sure do.
But Saltzman is looking at Mr. Wright almost exclusively, and sometimes the defense can pick that up.
All 3 attempts have been to him.
We do know he's talented.
And they are spread out in this formation. Empty set, 5 receivers. And Springstead showing a blitz. They do come. Flushed out of the pocket, looking for somewhere to go with it. Tipped in the air, nearly intercepted. Number 33, part of that linebacking core, it looks like. Theriot nearly had an interception there.
Yeah, Michael nearly got it, but that's going to be a 4th down inside your 30-yard line, so they're going to need a good, strong kick here.
Michael Theriot. Probably the correct pronunciation on that.
I believe Jesse Folks is going to be the punter here.
Punt in the air. Goes out kind of towards the Leopard sideline. Goes out of bounds about the 49-yard line of the Leopards.
Pretty good kick. I mean, you could see it was more of a soccer style.
So we'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials. Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us.
All right, Eagles take over right at midfield. So looking to get a little more production out of the early downs, you would imagine, on this drive.
Looks like Jaden Skipper's coming off again. It might be another equipment, because I know it's the second time they've jogged him off and jogged him back in after they broke the huddle.
Handoff. Fumbled handoff. Looks like it's recovered by the Leopards. And it is. Let's see who comes up with that ball.
Yeah. So that was Gio Martinez who came in under center and is able to.
Keandre Gavin. The Leopards picked that up.
Yeah, you spoke about him at the beginning, but yeah. So that was Gio Martinez coming in for his first series at quarterback, and sometimes that first series, your timing's just a.
Snuff that out pretty quickly, right about the line of scrimmage. This will bring up second and 7, 2nd and 8. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. This has been an exciting one so far. Glad you're joining us here. Showing blitz are the Eagles. And Capel has it. Makes a couple miss. Finally runs into a bevy of Eagles.
I see Rizzuto in there. I see Jaden James in there. I mean, we see quite a bit of Eagle defenders there.
Yeah, that second level of the Eagles is pretty stout so far in this game. Capel able to get a couple and then pretty well wrapped up. Bring up 3rd and manageable, about 3.
It is the end of the quarter. We're going to take a break.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back, sports fans. We roll into the second quarter here. 7-7 is the score in this 2023 version of the Glory Days Burger Bowl coming from Springstead High School. So this has been an exciting game so far. Make sure you stick with us in the third quarter for our PDQ Trivia Challenge. Be your chance to win a free meal at PDQ Brooksville. Just join our in-game chat and be the first to answer the question correctly. That in-game chat is on our YouTube page, which if you're watching this, you should be able to find it. And check in there in the third quarter. We have a good question for you, and be the first to win and help support our broadcast here and our fine friends at PDQ of Brooksville.
Well, you're going to see the Leopards here in this trip set, and they got number 7, Sam Jackson, on the near side here. And a lot of times what they're going to do is motion him or lead him back the other direction and run Capel to the wide side of the field. That's one of their favorite plays to do here. And they just have one guy to beat over there, so we'll see if that guy can set the edge, but let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, third down, and it's like about 4 for the Leopards, trying to convert, see if they get some third down magic like the Eagles had. And Saltzman looking for a receiver, moving, kind of just jump passes it almost. Incomplete, though, was the call.
Throwing to Sam Jackson. He didn't lead that time, but he did go up for the pass. And it's going to bring up fourth down, Derek. But
looks like they're having a discussion how they want to manage this. Again, another ball kind of no man's land here, a little too far for a field goal, a little too short to punt.
To the sideline to get the play in. Ran all the way back to bring it to the huddle.
Far end of the field here, too.
Got Leandro right on the short side of the field. And they got a timeout.
Calling a timeout. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
That is not a punting formation. That is a running formation right there, and that's a power running formation.
That is a heavy, heavy formation here. And direct snap to Capel, and boy. Eagles wrap him up in the backfield. There was James there, first one on the tackle.
I mean, Jaden James, all he does there is sneak through and just avoids the blockers and able to keep his eye on Capel. And poor Capel, I mean, he had blockers, but they didn't get everybody.
They didn't get everybody.
The failed attempt there.
Self up the middle and finally brought to the ground after a good gain of about 7.
And that's Gio Martinez, the quarterback, right here on this instant replay. He's just going to fake it to Connor and then go north and south and able to get some good yards here.
Really gaping hole there in the middle by this Eagles offensive line.
Macasio proven that he can be effective when he doesn't even get the ball.
Absolutely. Second down and 4 here. Casio has it this time. Burst of speed through the hole, dragging players. Finally brought down.
Yeah, you see the high knee effort there at the end, and he's able to check this replay here. He's just going to take it from him this time. Follow his blocks, and right here you can see those knees drive right there as he tries to finish that run, but it picks up the very important first down for the Eagles.
Dragging Colton Ashworth with him.
And
Finally
Colton's a
able.
very effective football player,
He
too.
really is. We featured him in our intro as well. Part of that linebacking core of the Leopards. A first down, however. Martinez in shotgun. Macasio next to him. Fakes the sweep. Looking for somewhere. He's going to run it himself. Makes a couple miss.
Oh, big hit.
Bounces off a big hit. Finally brought down from behind.
That was the big hit was from Leandre Wright. He didn't wrap up, but he was able to stifle Gio.
Care 1 instant replay. Looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Pulls it down himself.
Right here, boom. But he brought his Leopards friends with him to finish that off. Derek Ciccarella was the back end in motion, and he kind of waited for like a little screen, but Gio saw able to take it up the middle for a first down. I checked that, not a first down.
It's about a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 on their Leopard 30. Hands off up the middle. Macasio runs into his own man and finally pulled down.
Yeah, that's
about a 2-yard gain, maybe. Bring up 3rd down.
Capel was helped there by number 8, Terrence. Not Terrence, I'm sorry. That's Chester. Chester and Capel right there on the tackle. Going to be 3rd and 2.
Yard markers now move close to first down yardage. Makes it 3rd down and 1.
5-man front.
Martinez gets it. Macasio up the middle, spins around, and he was able to get the first. It's about a 6-7 yard gain.
Yeah, that spin move was enough to move the sticks. And when you initiate a spin move, even if you fall forward, you're getting an extra 2.5, 3 yards there, which Capel was making sure he wasn't getting more than that.
Falling forward there. Macasio got him a couple extra. It is an Eagles first down. They're moving the ball nicely. Macasio again gets the edge. Tries to find somewhere to cut through. Does finally.
Big block by Terrence Wright, the wide receiver out there on that side that Macasio ran to.
Yeah, it was finally brought down. Looks like Wright over there kind of snuck through, took his legs out, got him out of bounds.
Wright's playing a really good game for the Leopards on both sides of the ball.
He is. He's like playing that safety position for the Leopards on defense. So they were able to move it to the other hash mark, kind of take advantage of the other side of the field. 2 receivers down here. Martinez has it, fakes the handoff, takes it himself, tries to flip it out to Chirella.
It looked like Chirella was going to go ahead and block. And
wasn't really expecting the ball there, turned around, and it was coming right at him.
But it's still just 3rd and 3 now. I guess it's not 2nd anymore. But this is, this is field goal area too. I mean, we talked about Raul Maldonado and the leg, and he's already kicked it back into the end zone. So we'll see if they can pick this up first.
This is within his range from what we've seen, for sure. Definitely trying to keep this drive alive, though, trying to put 6 up on the board. Fakes it, throws it,
and
Davis gets down to about the 2-yard line. That was just a slant right up the middle. Let's take a look at the Care 1 instant replay.
Right there to Macasio, and he pulls it down and throws it right in between the defenders. I mean, Wright is right there, and so's Capel, and that window is not big.
Tight window. He was able to squeeze that ball through.
Tyree's able to keep his focus on the ball, and pretty much, it looks like about 18 inches shy of that touchdown.
Yeah, not much at all.
This is usually where PJ Class comes in.
He is in fullback position, quarterback keeper, and into the end zone.
All right, now we got those fancy lights going off. Big touchdown for the Eagles here, which sets them up by 6. Pending extra point will be 7. Sometimes that 18 inches is easier for the quarterback to take.
Yeah, that's right. He just took it, barreled himself through. Extra point up and good. Right into that homecoming court.
Your score was 7:43 in the first half.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Eagle 14.
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on a decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
Welcome back, sports fans. 14-0 here after the Springstead long drive.
That's actually
14-7.
Yeah, 7.
My fault.
Remember that
14-7.
80-yard
I'm looking
strike?
at the 7, but it took a lot of time off the clock. 7:43 left in the second quarter.
Oh, great view there by our. Look at that ball, teed up pretty high.
Nice high kick. Will be fieldable though. Little bounce. Picks it up. Couple miss. Be down. That was Isaiah Williams taking that ball back. Be about the 22-yard line, 21-22-yard line, where they'll start this drive.
And sometimes coaches like to kick the ball in the end zone and just get the ball in the 20-yard line for their defense. But sometimes they like to kick the nice high ball. That way it's tough to catch. That way their return team or their kickoff team can get down there.
Did have a little trouble, kind of short hopped him right at the end.
Yeah.
That could have been trouble for the Leopards, but he was able to field it and decent return.
Got the offset eye here.
And flips it to Capel. And able to get the corner. Nice run. It's about 7 yards on first down before he's finally brought out.
And that offset eye is able to help get Sam out in the right spot, Sam Jackson there. It will help seal the edge.
Blocker right there.
You can see Capel dip his right shoulder as he's running over there to stay in bounds and pick up some big yards.
Oh, bring up 2nd and 3. Saltzman under center. Capel in the backfield. And gives it to him. Everybody inside. Gets a couple. Looks like probably enough for the first down. Able to move the chains on that.
Looked like Tucker was one of the first guys there for the Eagles on the tackle. I'm impressed with the Leopards. They go in different formations on the fly. I mean, we've seen trips, we've seen spread, we've seen under center, we've seen shotgun, we've seen eye, offset eye. I mean, we've seen a lot of different formations by the Leopards tonight.
Yeah, they had everybody bunched in on that last formation. Still under center, Saltzman. Hands off to the fullback this time.
2 hands on the ball. Look at that ball security. Still moving his feet.
And finally called down. That was really nice effort by the offensive line.
Sometimes what happens is you're used to the fullback blocking. And if they give him the ball, sometimes we're looking at the next guy. Yeah. But there's a flag on the play, and the White Hat's gonna organize it, but they look like they're gonna mark back the offense.
The way they're
early
pointed.
Indication that that's what's gonna happen. Looks like I'm wrong again. He tricked us. All right. Looks like a little face mask, which is gonna bring up an automatic first down here.
So a costly penalty moves the chains for the Leopards.
This is the second quarter water break, second quarter.
Take a look at the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. See what's going on around the league.
always good to check out that McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. Always see what's going around the area. This is our 5th or 6th week doing this, and it's kind of get adapted to the season and how much talent is in this field tonight and other fields. So it's always good to check those scores.
Yeah, absolutely. Some interesting games going down tonight too. So, but this is maybe the biggest, at least in this county. Saltzman looking for his receiver, throws a little high, flag thrown.
They're going to call a little early arrival there. You be the judge on this replay here, as Saltzman's just going to step back and throw the slant right there. Yeah, he looked like he got a little early.
Yeah, it was intended to rescue number 3. And they'll get a pass interference and another first down.
It's good to see that the Leopards aren't afraid to throw the ball, and especially since they haven't been able to establish the running game much due to the front of the Eagles.
Yeah, you can't really just pile the box here. You got to respect the fact that they will take a shot. They will throw the ball in an empty backfield here as well.
Early whistle here.
5 wide receiver set. Looks like we got a sub on the Eagles.
That's the 3rd time they've sent off a player. The refs have sent off a player.
So some wardrobe malfunction, you'd have to imagine. And false start.
Flag on the play before the snap.
It's like number 56.
Yeah, they're going to back him up 5 yards here.
5-yard penalty brings up 1st and 15 for Hernando. Ball will be placed on the 45-yard line. And fans, if you haven't already, please take yourself to the concession stand to quench your thirst and appetite.
Well, we got 5 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the half. Make sure you guys stay tuned in for our halftime festivities with the senior spotlight.
Yeah, featuring Springstead, Derek Ciccarella. Same formation.
Quick screen.
Yeah.
To guess who? He's got loose.
Right. And
Big
he's going to get enough for the first down. Gain of about 17 on that play.
Touchdown saving tackle by Tyree Davis. Check out this quick screen right here. All he's going to do is come underneath right there, that big block, and he's able to run through the initial tackle, and Tyree's able to hold on for.
That was, like you said, touchdown saving tackle there.
And another first down by the Leopards. So they're getting some things going, whether it's a penalty or a pass. They're moving these chains.
Another empty backfield for the Leopards. Takes it himself up the middle, gets a couple.
Yeah, he just charges through. Looks like his helmet fell off there at the end, but he just charged his offensive lineman, and that's not a terrible.
13-14 ensuing PAT here.
Yeah, Folks is going to be going for this PAT here, and a lot of pressure off that side. A lot of pressure off that side. You could tell right off the snap that 3 guys all leaked through our right side, or the near side here, able to block it.
They were coming after that ball for sure.
The question is, did they get a little early head start? Because the referees, I see the pink flags tonight in honor of breast cancer awareness, and looks like it's going to move them closer to the goal.
Yeah, they did. They did sneak past a little early, so another attempt here.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to kick it. I think they're going to try to go for 2 and take the lead here.
That's what it looks like.
And it looks like Capel's going to be the guy underneath the center. But there's a lot of bodies within a yard and a half. Look at that line. Look how many people are about to.
22 large young men there. Tries to take it and does not complete the 2 point.
Yeah, basically Capel takes a step back and then tries to step forward, but the penetration by the D line was able to stop it. But that does not tie our game. So it is a 1 point advantage for the Eagles with 4:30 left to go in this first half. Pretty exciting game.
It really has been. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we have. We're going to take a quick break now. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, sports fans. Glad you're joining us tonight from Springstead High School for the Glory Days Burger Bowl. I'll get that right one time. 14-13, Springstead with a slight advantage after a nice drive by the Leopards. Kickoff, short kick, fielded running back.
Oh, he's got some room.
And some good blocks ahead of him.
He's got
dancing
some more room.
around and finally tripped up.
Yeah, Tyrion Tucker.
Yeah,
Tyrion Tucker is the return man. And what I noticed is he came over to address him.
So it'll remain on the 42-yard line. First down, Eagles.
We've seen a lot of sideline warnings this year on the broadcast, and it's sometimes those guys just get so excited they want to get on that field and they can't.
Swung out. Ooh.
That might be a live ball.
They do call it dead.
Yeah.
That is Martinez behind center trying to get the ball to Chirella.
You know, it's just a quick screen, and it looked like Chirella might have been running before he caught the ball, but good heads-up play to get on that ball because that's a judgment call whether that ball is side.
Absolutely.
It's right down the line or if it's a
right
side back.
on the border. Macasio just speed right up the middle.
You know, good things happen when the Eagles give the ball to number 4, and he's able to pick up a good solid 6.5, 7 yards on that.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
And Gio Martinez, the quarterback, hustles to the sideline to get the play, hustles back to his teammates to call it.
2 wide receivers to his right, and hands the ball to Macasio going that way, able to get the corner and the first down.
Wow. Yeah, you know, sometimes we don't see everything, and what I just saw there was a tough 3.5, 4 yards for that first down because Samson fired off the ball to make him force Macasio to make a decision, and came in for the tackle below the knees, and Macasio was able to avoid it and pick up the first. Look how far out this wide receiver is near side. I mean, he's on our side of the numbers.
Martinez takes it.
Oh, good run by Martinez, but great tackle by Sam Jackson on that. Sam Jackson's been playing a good game. He's kind of hidden, you know. He's blocking for all the Leopard runners and Saltzman, and here he's making big tackles because Gio had some room.
He did have some block. Room. Good blocking too on the outside by the Eagles, but really good penetration by the Leopards. Able to shut that down, bring up 2nd and 7. 3-yard gain by Martinez.
Yeah, they're pressing this.
Hands the ball off inside. Macasio does get enough for a first down.
Looked like Chester again on the tackle here from the defensive end position. He's able just to shed the block and kind of dive at the back's side there and able to bring him down. But it is a first down, as you mentioned.
So Macasio just 4 or 5 yards every time he's touching the ball.
And they got 3:26 to go here, so
Really in no rush.
yeah, they're
happy to run it.
Yeah, they're content here to keep feeding Macasio.
Macasio wrapped up just after the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard. Oh, nice job, Leopards defensive line there, holding Macasio. No real big holes formed on that play.
Well, the Leopards have been coming up to play a little man coverage, and last time they did that, Tyree Davis is able to get him on the slant.
And Martinez takes it himself, makes one miss, and finally brought down after about a 15-yard carry.
You know, that was just a quick little fake, but I think this is an RPO. I think he has a chance to throw it and decides that, let me take the first down.
Yeah, he had Chirella out there if he wanted to take it, but a bunch of green grass in front of him, pulls it down himself.
Smart runner.
And quick, too, a little shifty, made a couple miss en route to that first down. 3-receiver set. Macasio to his right does take it inside, and just that speed when he hits the hole.
Yeah, Leandre Wright just lays a low tackle here on Macasio and able to stop him right there for the short. Well, I guess it's good 5 yards. Yeah,
6 yard gain. Yeah,
not as short as I initially thought. But I guess when your safety's making the tackle, it's probably not a 2-yard gain.
You're getting to the third level there.
But they are inside the red zone here, Derek, with 1:40 and ticking.
Yeah, right about the 11-yard line. Macasio trying to get the edge. Takes a skip. And maybe enough for a first down on that carry. It's about 4 or 5. I mean, he just gets big chunks every time he's touching the ball.
Middle linebacker Braden White on the tackle for the Leopards. But it does look like it's going to be a first and goal kind of deal, and they are 1:12 and ticking. Still no rush by the Eagles.
Not in any way.
They have all 3 timeouts if they need.
Kind of a high snap, but able to get it down. Macasio gets maybe 1 or 2 on that carry.
Travion Smith is trying to take that ball from Connor. Keep him out of the end zone. Give me that ball back. But we are in the under a minute to play in the second quarter here. Again, the Eagles have all their timeouts if they need. Their goal is to put some points on the board and leave them with nothing.
Yeah, they'd like to get 6 out of this drive, no doubt.
The Leopards are definitely fighting them hard.
Fakes it to Macasio.
Throws it.
Just too high for Chirella.
Just too high. Yeah, look at this.
Looks like he had a couple of options here. Is another option play maybe.
Yeah, this instant replay from Care One. Everyone's in tight, so the run isn't a great play, and he's just going to pull it down. And right before he gets hit, he's able to throw that ball to Chirella. But we are in limited time here.
That incomplete pass, however, was able to stop the clock. So third down here, you have to imagine they're going to take all 4.
Oh, they're tight.
Run up the middle. Macasio is going to get to the end zone.
He hit that hole so fast. So instead of the gun, they go under center here. Look at the lights are going crazy again. It might go for 2 here. It'd be interesting to see. Big tackle Yeah, they are going to kick it. They are going to kick it. You are up by 7. 8 sounds better for him. And with a kicker like Maldonado.
Play was called dead. However, was able to poke it through, but it's going to end up being irrelevant. So they're going to try it again. Get this sorted out. Find out what the call was here.
The Eagles have a couple guys running in and off the field now, so maybe they didn't have enough.
Wrong personnel in, maybe.
Equipment issue again tonight.
And this one up and good. That one counts.
21-13. 21-13. And what's been one of the most exciting halves of football we've seen all season.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. We got some nice long sustained drives. We have some fumble recoveries on defense, a couple turnovers on downs.
Some long passes, some long runs.
Some long runs, some
touchdown saving tackles.
Absolutely.
Some defensive plays.
It's been a very exciting half, but stick with us at halftime as we'll have the senior spotlight, Derek Chirella, senior for this Eagle team.
Oh, look at that video. Look at that picture of that Glory Days trophy.
And, of course, a Glory Days Burger Bowl trophy sitting on the Springstead sidelines, and they'd like to keep it there. Leopards trying to bring it back to Brooksville. 14 seconds left in the first half. 21-13 is the score. Maldonado kicking it deep.
They are going to kick it deep.
And a little confusion there. Ends up.
That's Leandre Wright on the carry. He's going to reverse field.
He is trying to find somewhere to go. Finally brought down about the 15-yard line.
And we're under 10 seconds to go in the half here. Nice high kick. Was able to take off some time. Appears to be 9 seconds left. You got to let Saltzman throw this deep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's already shown you he can do it. But presumably, Eagles are going to play in a no doubles type defense. If you'll allow it.
Dalton Williams for the Eagles does have 4 interceptions on the season. Number 27, Dalton Williams. They are going to keep it on the ground.
And
he's got a wall. That wall comes quickly.
Not very much room to go there. As
that'll
take us to the half. So stick with us as we got a great halftime show for you. We'll send it over to Will. Take it away, Will.
Thank you very much, Derek and Dave. A great job on that first half call. What a ball game we have going here at the Glory Days Burger Bowl here in Spring Hill, Florida. We expected nothing less. You know, when burgers are on the line, these boys are going to lay it all out. So what a great game that it is. And right now we'd like to acknowledge again Glory Days for all that they do for the community, as now they're going to award the $1,000 scholarships to each team. Raphael Betancourt, or correction, John Capel III is going to get it from Hernando. And Giovanni Chirinos from Springstead will each get a $1,000 scholarship for college, courtesy of Glory Days in Brooksville. Again, we'd like to thank their support not only for what we do here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network, but they're really great in the community here in Hernando County, and we really can't thank them enough. We've got a great halftime show coming up for you next on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the senior spotlight for Springstead's own linebacker, Derek Chiarella. Then we'll come back, we'll take another quick break, check in with the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard, and then take it back to Derwin Gray for his halftime analysis and keys to victory for the second half. So don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been paying for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
We're back live in Spring Hill, Florida. 21-13, the Eagles over the Leopards here after one half of play for Friday Night Football. Earlier on, we were able to meet with Coach Scargill and Coach Garifano from Hernando and Springstead, respectively, and they gave us their keys to tonight's ball game. We apologize we were not able to run it during our pregame as the game got started a little bit quicker than we anticipated. So we're going to run the keys to the game right now, then come back and have the senior spotlight with senior Derek Chiarella.
Tonight's game against Springstead is huge. Glory Days is a fantastic sponsor. They do the Burger Bowl. Last year's game was closer than people thought it was going to be. This year we think it's our year to take it, and taking the Burger Bowl from them, at their house is going to be huge. It's a big rivalry, just like Nature Coast is. But again, I don't have to get the players up to play Springstead. A lot of the players know each other, so it's a fantastic little side rivalries going on from HYL and from middle school. But Springstead is very well balanced on offense. They can throw the ball, they can run the ball. They've got a great offensive line, so we're going to really have to be disciplined defensively, and we're going to have to gang tackle, swarm to the ball, and be disciplined in our gap control. Offensively, I think we're going to air it out a little bit more against Springstead, move the ball around, move the pocket around, and let Mike Saltzman have a little fun out there and, light up the scoreboard, hopefully.
Hernando's got great talent, and the keys for tonight for us is, as is a lot of weeks, we're going into it. We want to hold on to the football offensively, control the ball, control the clock, move the chains, and finish drive. That's the biggest thing, is just finishing. That's what we preach all the time on offense. Just because you get inside the 20 or the 10 or wherever doesn't mean you give up. That means you just, put the foot on the accelerator that much more. So I hope to see explosiveness within the offense, like we have the capability of doing, and then defensively get 11 guys after the ball and putting on a complete performance and shutting them out.
Again, we would like to thank Coach Scargill and Coach Garifano for their time and providing us with their keys to tonight's ball game. And certainly the keys for both teams are paying off right now. A close ball game all the way through, 21-13 right now. We expect an exciting finish. But for now, we're going to take it over to the GCSN Senior Spotlight featuring Springstead Senior Derek Chiarella.
When I first started playing sports, I played flag football. It was fun. I knew that I liked to get sweaty and get dirty and have fun, but I knew that I was going to be hungry for more. And after that season, I decided to play tackle football in an outside league. And I played there for about 2-3 years. And then after that, I went into middle school. For 6th grade year, I didn't play at all. In 7th grade, I played at Powell Middle School. My head coach, his name was John Capel. He was a very good mentor towards me. He was an Olympic medalist, and I'm saying he was in the NFL, and I just felt like he just brought me to toughen me up and made me the person that I am today. And I started playing outside linebacker, and I played tight end, and it was fun. Once I touched the ball, I knew that I wanted to score touchdowns, and I knew that I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't want to block for nobody. I was trying to score touchdowns. Moving on, going into 8th grade, I knew it was going to be a challenge, and I knew that I wanted to be a leader in the team, and I wanted to have everybody focused on me and all eyes on me. But I knew that it was going to be a fight, and I knew that I was going to have to work for it. But I knew that I could do it. Anybody could do it if they put their mind to it. That's just what happens if you're consistent and do it. But that's when I started playing running back more, and that's when I wanted to be right next to him more, in touch with the football every play, and wanted to score touchdowns and everything like that. And that's when I started getting more physical, wanting to hit people, and being able to do the things that that I wanted to. My biggest memory of 8th grade year was when we brought back home the championship back-to-back. That was the only time ever that a middle school did that in my county. So I felt like it was an accomplishment, and then I felt like I made my parents proud for that day, and it just felt good to bring it back home twice, and it made me more excited to move on to high school. Moving into my freshman year, I went to Nature Coast. It was pretty intimidating at first. I didn't know what to expect. That's just how it is, though. But I always knew that I was just going to have to push through and then figure out it's going to eventually become into a brotherhood, not everybody separate. And we're going to all come together, and we're going to figure it out together. That's just how I figured out that's how it would be. But I just knew that it was going to have to be an adjustment. And I was working out every day, going to the gym, getting stronger. And towards the end of the season, they called me up to play on varsity, and I was more than glad to play because our season was going to be over soon. And I stepped up and I played there, and it just made me more ready to step into sophomore year.
Derek came to us his sophomore year. I felt like the sky was the limit for him because he's a tremendous talent. He's physical. He's got that rare, unique ability of being a fast guy, a speed guy that also has that physicality of like a linebacker. So he's really grown over since his sophomore year, getting bigger, faster, stronger. And we're going to use him in a lot of phases this year, both at outside linebacker, maybe some at safety, and also at halfback on offense. So he's one of those few guys that we'll have. We only had one guy last year that kind of went both ways. Derek is going to see a lot of duty both ways for us.
What's unique about my high school career is I went to 3 different high schools, actually. I started off at Nature Coast High School, and I switched. I went to Springstead, and then I went to ACA, and then I came back home to Springstead. Well, my sophomore year, I went to Springstead. It was fun there. I worked and I played slot receiver, and I played the secondary. It was fun. I scored a lot, and it was just a great experience. And for my junior year, I went to ACA, and I was a defensive athlete. They put me everywhere. I was all over the defense, and they used me for my defensive athletic abilities.
The biggest thing from last year to this year for Derek is his physicality and how he's grown and gotten bigger and stronger. It's a noticeable difference off the field as well as on the field. You can see it because he's hard to block. He's wiry, he's tough, he's fast, and he's gonna cause problems for opposing offenses and whatnot. So again, tremendous talent, great kid, and we're expecting big things from him.
Being a multi-sport athlete is very fun. I think it's very competitive and challenging. Always something to do, never bored, and I played football and I played basketball. Basketball I have the same amount of love for, and I put just as much effort into it, and I love both sports the same.
Derek on the defense side of the ball is a leader just by, the way he exhibits, the way he plays, the toughness that he plays with, hard-nosed football. Again, you need guys that are just, tough guys, strong guys, mentally tough, physically tough guys on that side of the ball that have a great motor, that are going to fly around, and he's that guy. We could do multiple things with him. We could blitz him. We could have him play a standard outside backer technique where he's the hammer of our defense, playing contain, and a component to his game where he could cover, he could blitz, he could play, be the hammer and really, do a great job in that role within our scheme, because you're only as strong as your weakest link, and he could do it all. We don't have to take him off the field, third down or whatever. We've had outside backers in the past where obvious pass situations, maybe bring a nickel corner in or something like that, but he's an every down guy.
I'm going into my senior year. I have a lot of expectations. I want to not lose a game. That's obviously the main goal. But I want everybody to come together as a family. That's obviously what we need to do before anything happens. My personal goals are I want to at least get 1 or 2 touchdowns a game, and I want to be the leader of the team. I want to show them that I could show them the way, and they could follow me and could trust me, and they wouldn't have no issue, and they just know that I'm the guy.
Derek's really grown over time. As a leader in the hallways, not just on the football field, in the hallways, in the classroom. He's an honor student, and, he takes pride in his work. I know his mom really stays on top of him, which parents should do. They shouldn't give up on their kids once they go to high school. They need to stay on them, and she stays on him and really does a really great job of raising him and helping him become a man that, that there's life after football, and he knows that, and he's working towards that, and he has goals in mind, and he's going to meet those goals.
Not only on the field do I do work, in school I do just as much work. I'm an honor roll student. I get A's and B's, and I'm very proud to say that. And I hope that my grades and stuff can get me to where I need to go, because I want to go to college and I want to play sports there too. Well, I've been playing sports for a long time, and I've always had some challenges to go through, but I couldn't have done it without my mom. She's inspiration. She does everything for me that I need to do, and she keeps me ready for anything that I need to do. She's always on my back, and she's always there.
Citizen, and a good father, a good husband, and really doing good at whatever his craft is going to be at that next level. Because if he's going to put that work ethic, football, it balances and parallels life in many ways, and persevering on the football field and putting that dedication, that you put in football and putting it into your workplace, is going to really make you successful, businessman, whatever he decides to be, in the future. So he's going to apply that, and I expect big things from him outside of football once he graduates.
Year, it's going to be my last year touching the field on a high school football field. It's sad, but it's also exciting to see what the future got left to hold for me.
Thank you very much for joining us for the Senior Spotlight for Springstead Senior Derek Chiarella. I'd also like to thank former Springstead Athletic Director Dustin Tupchik, as well as head coach Michael Garifano for their time in putting that together. We apologize if we're having some issues with our internet signal. We started having issues a short time ago. We're doing our best to remedy that. So we're going to take a quick break while we work on that, and then come back with Derwin Gray's halftime analysis, as well as his keys to the second half. So we'll take a break and be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Again, welcome back to Spring Hill. 21-13, our score here at halftime, Springstead over Hernando. But now let's take it down to the field for analyst Derwin Gray for his halftime thoughts. Derwin? Derwin? We'll come back to Derwin in just a minute. We got a problem with our audio. As the homecoming court is completed here at Springstead. Great festivities. And we're going to toss it down now to Derwin Gray for the halftime report. Derwin? And we appear to be having issues with Derwin's audio. We're going to try to come back to him in just a minute. We're going to take another break and come back in just a moment. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Okay, we're back live. And now we're going to try it again with Derwin Gray for his halftime analysis. Derwin?
What a first half for teams, man. Today in the Glory Days Burger Bowl, man. These two teams has been going at it all night. I got to give it to Springstead's running back, Macasio. He's been on fire all night. He's been literally finding lanes, opening up lanes, extending runs, using his legs and his power that he's worked on all summer, and is finally seeing it tonight. Man, these guys is doing it big tonight, man. Trent Hayes is leading the guys up front. He's playing physical. He's opening up holes for Macasio because you got to have the big guys up front to be able to open up those runs, and Big Hayes is doing exactly that, opening up the holes for Macasio to get those long extended runs that we seeing every day. Man, also to highlight Hernando's, man, Taylor, man, this guy is going off. This guy is literally giving extra effort to try to lead these guys to victory today. These guys is giving full effort. Capel is man the leader out there. We actually saw a big run out to him, man, when he did an option play and kept it himself to go for a touchdown to put 13 points up on the board. Man, I'm excited to see these guys come out second half. I'm excited to see Capel come into that Wildcat formation to get more runs out of that package, man. I'm excited to see more of that. So back to you, Will.
Thank you very much, Derwin. And now we're going to kick it back over to Derek and Dave to bring us home for the second half call. Take it away, boys.
Yeah, thanks, Will. Great show here, halftime. Derwin just so pumped up over there on the sidelines. I love his analysis. But we had a great first half. We enjoyed it. I hope you did. 21-13 is our score as the Eagles set to receive as they deferred the beginning of the game.
Yeah, this could be a big deal. You know, the coin toss doesn't always play into the outcome, but, you know, the Eagles did score last, and they get the ball back. And if they're able to score on the opening possession, they can really put some distance between them and the Leopards.
The Leopards have shown a willingness to put it on the ground and in the air in this game. And their last drive, they showed a nice way of those two working together and finally were able to punch it in the end zone. Missed the 2-point conversion, however. And Springstead able to take the ball all the way down and pop it in the end zone, go up by 8.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to see Jesse Folks kick off again here, and the speedsters, Tyree Davis and Connor Macasio, back deep for the Eagles here. I'm not sure if I would want to kick the ball to two of the most electric guys on the Eagles team but that doesn't mean that Coach Scargill and the Leopards aren't afraid. So we're going to see how this pans out and see if they kick it to maybe one of those up backs.
That was a decent return last time too. One of those up backs, number 14, which unfortunately we don't have on our roster here, but it does go back. Macazio takes it on the run, full head of steam.
He hit it so hard.
And he's only the kicker to miss. Flag down, however, at about the 40-yard line.
I mean, that was he was flying to catch it and just continued the acceleration.
He caught that at almost full speed. As soon as he caught it, he turned on the afterburners.
There is a flag at the 43-yard line, and I didn't see anything on my end.
Hold on the Eagles is the call.
Those referees are down there in the middle of it, so that is going to wipe off some points for the Eagles and back them back
Dustin
up.
and John, I need you guys to come closer. I'm losing your signal. That'll turn near the 40-yard line. Go to the 20, please.
Yeah, so that'll back them up. Man, that's a big play.
Big play, too. I mean, just take the opening kickoff of the second half to the house.
It's kind of like a 72-yard penalty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately for the Eagles. But,
John and Dustin, I need you guys on the 20. I'm losing
you know, they're going to earn it another way. Unfortunately, Connor just ran 90 yards and might need a break.
Yeah, he's not. Oh, he is in the backfield here.
But he's in better shape than you and I. So.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. No doubt. Martinez
got some blitz
in the
going.
shotgun. And Macazio does have it. Tries to break a tackle.
Yeah, that was Chester on the finishing touches. I mean, they had a D lineman on his legs, but Chester finished him off for the short yards.
Thumbs up if you can, please.
So to bring up second and about 8.
Yeah, 2nd and 8, 2 yards on that carry.
The Eagles look like they're going to keep riding Gio Martinez at quarterback.
Yeah, he was able to move the ball nicely on a couple of drives he had. He had about 3 drives in the first half. And Macazio again, and bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard there.
We talked about the strong defensive line of the Leopards and some of the linebackers there. That looked like Sam Jackson was one of the outside backers that snuck in there as well. I'm sure Capel was in on that. But it is 3rd and long, and you can't go for it here. This is not 4-down territory.
This is not anywhere close to 4-down territory. We're backed up. Macazio again able to cut around. And finally going to be brought down. It's a good run. It is going to be short of the first down, however.
Yeah, number 61, Andrew Clarkson, the offensive guard for the Eagles, was downfield blocking as he accidentally ran into Connor.
Kind of slowed his process there.
And look at that, 4th and a yard. And I'm sure you got a punt in here. I mean, you only got a little cushion. Doesn't mean you won't fake punt, but it definitely is a punting situation here for the Eagles. I don't think the Leopards are going to honor. Oh, no, they are not in punting formation.
They are not. Class in there. But they were able to take it.
Davis, oh boy.
Pops out.
So a lot of times coaches will do that where they send a whole new unit in, and that's what they did. So they think it's look at Tyree Davis at quarterback, and then just
under center.
Does not go down. Big tackle by number 5, Jesse Folks, the kicker and safety. But that'll be a big first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a gutsy move there.
I think they're going to keep Tyree under. This is the 3rd quarterback we've seen for the Eagles tonight.
Yeah, Davis under center. Turns around, hands it off to Class. Class makes a few miss, and finally bottled up and brought down.
Yeah, wrestled down by, I think that's number 19, Nathan Bloomberg, the sophomore cornerback. Kind of went a little high on BJ.
Yeah, he just rode him down to the ground there.
Yeah, BJ's a 200-pound running back, and not an easy guy to bring down.
Not in the least.
But Tyree does stay in under center.
Hands it again.
That's
Tripped up his class.
That's the second time we saw it. I think it's just his footing, you know. This time of the day, it did get a little wet.
Yeah, this time of the season too. This field is in good condition for the abuse it's seen over the season so far. Don't forget, we got our PDQ trivia coming up.
Oh, shortly, very shortly.
Very shortly here in the third quarter. So be on our message board, be engaged on there. See if you can win yourself.
It's the first one that answers in the chat that's a subscriber. Oh, there he goes.
Casio has some room to run. He gets about 15 on that carry.
Yeah, you know, they are so successful in that straight ahead approach. I mean, so successful. You're just going to see it. There's no jab movement. He's just going north-south right now.
Nothing fancy here.
And puts his foot in the ground and, you know, saved there that tackle by number 5, Jesse Foltz for the Leopards.
That is another Eagle first down as they just continue to march down the field, taking 5, 6, 7 yards at a time. However, wrapped up in the backfield here, this will be a loss.
Yeah, that's 45, Colton Ashworth. We spoke about him at the beginning of the part of the broadcast. Outside linebacker for the Leopards for a tackle for no gain, apparently.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Good job at least getting to the line of scrimmage there by Macasio.
Quick little substitution by the Leopards as well. They brought 3 guys off and 3 guys on.
Martinez back in, quarterback in the shotgun. Macasio to his right. 2 receivers high. Macasio has it, looking for somewhere to go. He does find a crease.
It's Sam Jackson on the tackle, just being able to, like a wrestler really, he just kind of shot a single leg, got his ankle and held on to it. But it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, 5-yard gain. Two receivers high, including Davis.
Quarterback.
Fakes to Macasio. Martinez gets wrapped up and pulled down.
You know,
from behind.
The leopard that tackled him, he definitely was being blocked and was able to come off that block and pull down the running back, wide receiver.
And remember, during the game tonight, you can take 25% off your order at PDQ Brooksville.
And here's our question. How many seasons has head coach Mike Garofano been coaching for the Springstead Eagles? How many years? Head coach. Interesting question.
It really is. First one to answer it in our live chat. Free meal at PDQ Brooksville. But everybody else gets 25% off your order, PDQ Brooksville, until the end of the night. So make sure you go there, tell them you've been watching Gulf Coast Sports Network, and get yourself 25% off some of those delicious chicken fingers over there at PDQ.
I think I might go after the game. Worked up an appetite.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about PDQ so much, might as well go there. We do have a Leopard getting looked at on the field.
Yeah, that's 45, Colton Ashworth, the talented linebacker, able to walk off on his own power, thankfully. Oh, and now he's jogging off. Okay.
Got a little trot. It looks like he's going to be all right, fortunately.
He'll have to come off for at least one play, which is a big play because it is 4th down. And they're going to keep the offense out on the field.
Fakes the pass. Pass interference, presumably, is what the call is going to be.
You know, Samson got his hand on the ball too, but there was some contact, not necessarily with him. We're going to check it out again just so we can get a better look at it. It's pretty gutsy play with just a
fakes to
fake
Macasio
right there. Oh, number 7, Sam Jackson was able to give him a little touch. and it was outside the 5-yard line.
Intended for number 2, Tyree Davis.
That's the play they went to earlier in the same situation. They just put him on the other side of the formation. But that should bring up 1st and goal.
So the play is 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for the Eagles.
I think we're on the 8-yard line here, Derek.
6:21 left in the third. Eagles took the opening kickoff, and they're trying to punch it in here.
The Leopards do have a lot of men on the line of scrimmage.
Casio takes it, wrapped up.
Wow, great tackle. Looks like number 55 was the first one there. Noah Brown, the nose guard, 6'3" junior.
The
pretty
big
much
guy.
He pretty much hit Connor pretty square. He was able to wrap him up, take him down.
They've done a decent job of kind of wrapping him up early here on this drive as opposed to earlier in the ball game during the first half. They have stood him up a few times, held him for no gain. Martinez takes it himself after the fake, dives towards the goal line.
Short.
And he will be short.
That was a pretty hard hit that he just took. And looks like he's on the 1.5 yard line. I'm going to say that's 1.5.
Yeah, I'll allow it. 1.5 yard line.
That's a great shot. Look at that. That's all the farther you have to go. You get 2 chances if you don't get it here on 3rd down. But I bet you the Leopards are going to have a lot of bodies in between that ball and that white line.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
3rd and goal from the 2 for the Eagles.
Looks like Tyree Davis is going to go back under center. This is one of their more effective short yard gains earlier.
Hands it off. Blast right at the goal line.
The signal is short.
And
wow.
That was handed off to Macasio. Maybe got a yard, so we got about 6 inches.
Oh, they changed their mind. They had to come in, take a better look. It was right there. And they have called it a touchdown. Get ready for the light show. There it goes.
Touchdown Eagles.
I mean, he was right at the line. And the ref, kudos to the referee for jogging in, taking a peek at it, realizing that he was 18 inches over the line of scrimmage and
awarding the touchdown.
Awarding it.
Maldonado set for the point after. Portman on the hold.
Maldonado looking to keep his streak alive. Up and good. He does.
Snap, hold, kick are good.
Big response, coming off the out of the half here. Even though both teams got the ball already, but let's take a commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors.
Welcome back, sports fans. 28-13 your score, 3:12 left in the third quarter. Springstead just took the opening kickoff of the second half down, punched it in for 7. Now it's the Leopards' turn. Kind of a squiggly kick there.
Generally, that's an offsides on the kicking team.
Yeah, especially the location of that flag. And
yeah.
It is indeed offsides on the Eagles, so they'll push back a little bit.
Maldonado had a 14-yard approach, which generally means he's just going to kick it, deep.
Deep.
And that was more of a knuckleball kick.
Yeah, it didn't look like he struck it incredibly well.
Well, sometimes they want that squib so it goes
bounces
hard
a few
on the
times
ground and hard to, it's not a catch. It's just a roll and a bounce. And, sometimes they take, that's an oblong ball. So sometimes it takes a crazy little bounce.
Kind of trying to turn the receiver into a shortstop out there.
Same approach here.
This one a little higher in the air. Taken about the 20-yard line, trying to make some people miss, but finally brought down 32.
That looks like number 72 for the Eagles on the tackle.
That was Gorescu on the return by the Eagles. Looks like it'll be spotted about the 34-yard line.
And don't forget, friends, tonight we have 25% off till closing. How many seasons has head coach Garofano been working with the team? It's been 11 seasons. Coach Garofano started in 2013 as the head coach. He was indeed the
got a reverse here and a
before
pitch.
that. Oh boy,
out to Saltzman.
Got some space.
And he's got some room. A good speed, finally run out of bounds. A little trickeration there by the Leopards. Let's take a look at the Care 1 instant replay.
Yeah, it's a reverse pass. One guy, he gets Tyree on his heels. And able to run him out of bounds, though, still. Great throw and catch.
Yeah, first
Saltzman,
down.
The quarterback on the reception and moving the chains. Getting a little creative on the
absolutely
the Leopard side. They do need a response here. Oh, they got trips to the short side of the field.
Really making it crowded on this side are the Leopards. And up the middle, stopped abruptly by James.
Yeah, James just, I mean, he is so good at getting into the backfield untouched. You know, and every coach is telling you, hey, let's get to level 1 before level 2. Let's block this guy. Make down block, eyes up. And he just wiggles himself through and always makes the tackle. That's why he's such an effective linebacker for this Eagle defense. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. 10 and a third. 10 and a half maybe, but we'll just call it 10.
Now DeAndre right there, number 4. He's going to be the single receiver over here. Oh, he's communicating to Saltzman.
And look at his way. Covered up, rolling out, rolling left, and just pops it out of bounds.
He really wanted DeAndre right.
He was staring him down over there on the far side of the field, but did not like what he saw. Pulled it down, tried to find something short. Escaped the pocket and avoided the sack.
I don't feel like Saltzman and Wright were on the same page that play. Looks like Wright might be stretching that
up,
calf.
Yeah. Exercising a little cramp out.
Big congratulations to Kendrick for answering our PDQ challenge. Congratulations, you will get a free meal from Brooksville PDQ, valued at $12.99 or less. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you for being an active part of Gulf Coast Sports Network and knowing that answer, Coach Garofano.
And everybody else still gets 25% off until close, the PDQ Brooksville location. We bring up 3rd and 10. Saltzman looking to throw, and he is going to get dragged down.
Wow, that's a lot of Eagles on. I mean, we've got Rizzuto,
Chirella over there.
Chirella, the senior spotlight in there. You know, what you may not have noticed was Capel lined up as a wide receiver and ran just a quick little in and was open, but Saltzman was running for his life back there and was unable to deliver the ball. It's 4th down.
4th down, looks like they're going to punt. Right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Dalton Williams, the talented linebacker, is going to be back deep. Oh, good catch.
Over the shoulder catch, trying to reverse fields.
And he has.
Makes a leap. Finally drug out of bounds.
That was Jeremiah Brown, the 33, the freshman, flying across the field to save the touchdown. Great catch. I mean, he caught it like an outfielder and was able to turn his shoulders and everything.
Yeah, that was Jackson Nichols, 22 on the return. Oh, Martinez in at quarterback in the shotgun. Macasio to his left, in motion.
Keeper.
And up the middle, is able to get 5 or 6 yards.
Oh, we got some cramp going on by our senior spotlight, Derek Ciccarella. Yeah, looks like a calf.
Yeah, it looks like a cramp. They're trying to work it out. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
For the past 5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
Welcome back, sports fans. Macasio, number 4, looks like a cramp in that right calf.
Yeah, you can see he can't even put his toes down on the grass there. He's
been a workhorse for him tonight, well over 1,000 yards on the season. He only needed about 67, 68 tonight to get there, and he's well surpassed that.
Yeah. But PJ Class will get some opportunity now at running back.
We'll change of pace here for them as well, as he does get the ball.
That's number 73, first on the scene for the Leopards defense. Kevin Williams, we've mentioned his name a time or two.
Yeah, he's been in there stuffing the run for these Leopards.
It'll be 3rd and 5. Not a lot of time left to go in the third.
A minute 45 left.
Coach Garfano seems to be wanting to eat up some clock here.
Absolutely decent lead at this point. Maintain possessions, kill the clock.
Keeper,
slipped in the backfield and down just at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th, right at the 50 again.
As a former running back myself, it's sometimes pretty frustrating when you're playing at night and the grass gets that dew on it, and you see something and you want to change correctly, and you can do it at practice, and you come out here and you slip because of the turf.
Kind of get your cleat uncleating, kind of slide on the side of the shoe there and face plant. So first punt by the Eagles tonight.
Gorescu's going to be back deep, but they look like they're coming for it. I mean, the Leopards look like they're coming.
End over end punt. Bounces just straight up and smothered by the Eagles at the 20-yard line. It'll be Leopards 1st and 10.
26 seconds to go in the third quarter.
28-13 your score. If you haven't done so, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out, and it helps you out to let you know when we go live. And don't miss any of the action here on Gulf Coast Sports Network. We love bringing you all these youth athletes, and we hope you enjoy watching them. They're putting on a show for us tonight.
Well, don't forget, tonight, Derek, we have our player of the game, our Glory Days player of the game, who will get a free GCSN Sports Network t-shirt and a Glory Days gift card at the end of the game. And that's based on sacks, interceptions, touchdowns, runs, yards. If you're playing your best,
you're eligible,
which many of these guys have, you have a great chance to get that. So we're 1 quarter away from announcing the Glory Days player of the game.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this for the fourth quarter.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been golf usually weekly. play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been paying for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
You ready to kick this fourth quarter off, Derek?
Let's go. 12 minutes left to decide who gets to bring home the Glory Days Burger Bowl trophy.
That is the best trophy. We've seen a lot of rivalries and stuff. That is the best
It's
trophy.
fantastic. Everybody wants it. Only one can have it. We want to thank Glory Days of Brooksville helping out all.
We got a quad set.
Second down and 11 for the Leopard.
Back.
He's gonna run it.
He's going to run it. Takes it up the middle.
Looks like
Gets a gain of 1 or 2 there.
Rizzuto was in on that tackle, and
As well as James.
And James as well.
He's been involved in a number of tackles today as well.
Yeah, Jaden James has had a ton of tackles. A lot of them tackle for losses. Dalton Williams as well.
There's a lot of good defensive stands here. This game so far. Still got 11:27 left. The Leopards look like they're playing with a bit of urgency now, this fourth quarter starting. They're spreading them out wide.
I mean, they got 4 wide receivers over there.
Empty backfield. Saltzman in the shotgun. Takes it, low snap, surveys the field, gets it out, and wrapped up quickly. That was passed to right.
Looked like the tackle was made by number 34 for the Eagles. Well, we got a flag.
It's right around the line of scrimmage there.
They look like they're talking to the Leopards, whether they want to accept it or decline it, or maybe they're just trying to figure it out. It's like a little extra chatter after the play, which should bring up fourth down.
Looks like they declined the penalty.
Yeah, the personal foul.
Yeah, loss of downs, pushed back, fourth down.
And this is a meaningful drive for the Leopards.
Absolutely.
They've worked so hard in that first half and really played ball. And now some of these penalties are taking them out of the spot.
So they are back way deep here.
Yeah, Jesse Folk's going to be punting it from his end zone. It doesn't appear like the Eagles are going to come for it, but generally they will.
They got Owens back deep for it as that ball's floating and out of bounds. And another flag here thrown.
Yeah, flag at the 35-yard line.
Looks like initial indication might be a hold.
Yeah, they did signal towards the Eagles side.
So that ball went out, I think, 25-yard line.
All right, so they are going to call holding on the Eagles.
It's a holding call on the Eagles.
That'll move it back a little bit, but still good field position to start. Second drive of the half for the Eagles.
I do see Connor Macasio up and walking from his calf cramp earlier.
Yeah, back on the field now. Good to see him back out there, resuming play.
We've had some really good defensive efforts on both sides of the ball tonight.
Justin's transmitter will have to be adjusted once you get set up. It's slacking pretty good. Thanks, good.
Martinez has it, takes it himself.
He got some room.
He does have some room.
Can he outrun the?
Got him by the jersey and finally taken down.
Yeah, that's Sandstone on the, he will not let go of the jersey, and that is a part of the equipment. So they got to take a hit. Look at this. They knew right away. Good job by the offensive lineman getting down, and Sandstone, look at that. He let him drag him and would not let go.
But it is a first down. It's a nice run there by Martinez. Done a nice job running the ball from the quarterback position. Casio to his left, over his head, and just dives on the ball. The 34-yard line, 44-yard line. I apologize. That's going to back him up considerably.
Yeah, and Chester was there for the Leopards. If he didn't
dive on it,
he was. Yeah, if Gio didn't recover it, Chester was there for the scoop and the score, and then that would send shockwaves through this crowd.
Absolutely.
Right now. Well, it's second in a while here. 24.
24 here. Casio has it, breaks a tackle, falls forward for another couple.
Yeah, Rizzuto's been in on he was in on that tackle. I mean, he may not have finished him off, but
he was there slowing him down. Really can't. One man really hasn't been able to bring him down this evening either. You got to get a couple of your buddies on him. Get him stopped. Like you said earlier, his balance is incredible.
Yeah, he does have. He's just a junior too. 5'9", 165.
Yeah. Norton in at quarterback now.
This is the fourth quarterback we've seen tonight.
And calls his own number. Tries to find somewhere to go. Dances in the backfield a little bit. Pushes forward for a couple. Gets about 4.
Yeah, that's the fourth quarterback the Eagles have used. And it's going to bring up 4th down, Derek. But the clock is ticking. Still ticking.
A punt crew out for the Eagles. Will be standing at about the 47-yard line.
Well, the rule here is if it's over your head, you're not supposed to catch it if you are Gorescu.
Nice high punt.
Oh.
Bounces in front of him. A little indecision there from Gorescu, but probably makes a wise call and lets it bounce past through the back of the end zone. They'll get it at the 20. We're going to take a quick break now, but stick with us for the end of the fourth quarter here on Gulf Coast Sports Network. Eagles ball, 1st and 10, 7:30 left in the fourth quarter, 28-13 your score. Springstead over Hernando here in the Glory Days Burger Bowl 2023 edition. Inside handoff, Capel, and he gets about 7 on that carry.
Yeah, that was a shoestring tackle by number 27, Dalton Williams, who's played a great game on on
he
defense
has. He's
for
been
the
involved
Eagles.
in a lot of tackles. Really helped bottle up this Leopards offense. And Leopards have done a good job of mixing run and pass. They just really haven't been able to get anything going on the ground here, and it's really prevented them from moving the ball effectively like they want to. Capel again. And tries to spin out of it, cannot.
Oh,
and he's down.
The Eagles are wanting the strip, but they're not going to get it. Brendan Hopker, the junior, came out with the ball after the whistle.
Yeah, they blew the whistle. His forward progress had stopped, and then the ball comes out. So that's how the call is going to stand, I would assume.
Yeah, you can see Coach Garofano at the numbers, wondering how his guys got the ball. He's going to come over and talk to the referees and plead his case.
Put it on the coach and the referee, Dustin.
As they finish that conversation, he's begging one more time as the referee just skips on back, but it's going to be a
no
second
avail.
down here.
Second and 7 for the Leopards. 5:45. Clock is ticking. Saltzman hands it off. New ball carrier.
New ball carrier, right. He hit the ball, hit the hole really hard. That's number 32.
Yeah, he really did.
And that's Hasbury, the sophomore. Devontae Hasbury. Look at it. You just.
Great job.
Yeah.
Finds a hole, hits it hard. North and south runner.
He's a shorter, smaller version of Capel, and sometimes those smaller guys are harder to find.
Harder to bring down, especially for some of these larger linemen. We're going to check out the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard here, see what's going on in the region. Good games going on around the region. Checking out that McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. It'll be first down and 10 Leopards at the 47-yard line. 5:18 left in the fourth. 28-13 is your score. Springstead leading. Saltzman surveying the field,
pocket.
Going deep. Couple receivers.
He left his feet.
Great effort out there. That was right, but out of bounds. He did catch the ball, unfortunately not in bounds.
Yeah, he appeared to be out of bounds, but man, what a great effort by Leandro.
Great effort. Good coverage, too, by the Eagles DBs there.
And great pocket by the Leopards. I mean, they gave Saltzman a chance to throw the ball, and last time he did that, he went deep.
So really, really nice job pass protection by the Leopard O-line.
They were in that quad formation again. It looks like they might try to the other side of the field this time. I see 4 receivers here.
Empty backfield.
Blitz coming.
Out of the shotgun.
Blitz coming. Oh, Capel moved a little early. Well, the blitz was shown.
That's to be a false start on the offense.
Gonna back him up 5.
That'd be second and 15.
At the conclusion of tonight's contest, please call or text for your rights at this time. We would also like to remind you, if you can, please stay and support your Marching Eagles Brigade, as they will be performing their halftime program directly following tonight's contest.
They set up in the same formation again, empty backfield. Saltzman in the shotgun, gets the ball, surveying, looking, going deep, and little too deep there. Looks like that was for Sansone.
Yeah, he was pretty certain that's where he was going, to the single silver side. And, yeah, just like you mentioned, just overshot.
Tyree Davis looked like he was back on the coverage there and pretty much had him in his hip pocket the whole way.
They're going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Leopards with under 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
So if they're going to make a move, now's the time, you would imagine. Got to keep these chains moving, however, as they're on their side of the half. 5 receiver set. Out of the shotgun come the Eagles. Going right side again. Deep ball out of bounds, however, really no chance for Wright.
Yeah, that was just a hitch and go. And, we were trying to watch that transpire, quick hitch, but, ball does go out of bounds on the pass.
And Eagles really good pressure on Saltzman that time. Probably made him release it a tick earlier than he really wanted to. They had pressure coming right in his face there. So we bring up 4th and 15.
Well,
offense is staying on the field here.
You play the game to win, and they're going to need a first down here to keep their chances alive.
So Capel lining up to the right of Saltzman in the shotgun. 3 receivers low, 1 high. He moves into the slot. Steps back, looking for somewhere to go. Going deep, double coverage. That ball is intercepted by the Eagles. That is number 12, Cordarius Owens,
Big
on the pick. Take a look at the Care 1 instant replay on this. Ball in the air, looking for all of it. And 3 Eagles there, probably ill-advised, really, on Saltzman's part. But he's looking for Wright, his big receiver, trying to put the ball up and give him a chance to make a play.
Yeah, Cordarius Owens did take the ball away from his own teammate. But the rule is, if you can take it, take it.
So the Eagles take over after the interception. 1st and 10, 4:39 left. Starting from their own 45. Class has it.
Yeah,
breaks a high tackle, chugs along for about 7 yards.
He didn't lose his footing on that play, and as we spoke earlier, he's a 200-pound running back, and they went high on him, and he was able to. He's such a strong guy, able to keep his balance and keep moving forward. And
kind of has a Mike Allstott look to him. They run similarly.
It's going to be 2nd and short now.
Yeah, it looks like 2nd and about 3. So new quarterback in. That is Norton. In at shotgun with Class to his right. Class does take it. Looks like there was a chance for an option there, and he's just dragging Leopards with him. And depends on where they mark it, and he does have a first down. They will move the chains.
Yeah, Sam Jackson, number 7, was one of the first Leopards on the scene, but he was very high again.
Yeah, it looks like if you're going to bring down Class, you're going to have to go down low.
You do have some laundry on the ground there.
It looks like some extracurriculars at the end of that play will move the ball against the Leopards. Targeting is the call. It's a 15-yard penalty. That's a big one. That'll bring the ball surely into Leopard territory now as it sits at about the 37-yard line.
Coach Garofano's likely just going to keep running the ball with Class and Norton here, is the guess.
Yeah, Norton takes it himself, up the middle, spins away. Got about 7 or 8 on that carry. And again, big chunks on the ground by the Eagle ball carriers.
And stand in the middle of the field where you can't run out of bounds and keep that clock going and secure the win for the homecoming team.
3:22 left. 2nd and 3. Oh, the combination here of Norton and Class in the backfield. It's kind of a thunder and lightning here.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 receivers, 2 low, 1 high. And Class takes it again, but he is met in the backfield.
It's like number 32 on that tackle for the Leopards, Hasbury. He was the running back that we brought in, and now he's making an impact here on defense as a sophomore. Able to bring down the bigger back in Class.
Looks like Norton is out and Cortman back in. He started the game at quarterback for the Eagles.
And he started the game in one of the previous games of this season.
And Martinez took a majority of the action in the middle of the game. Class again up the middle, bounces off one tackler, spins around out of another. Looks like he will have enough for a first.
Yeah,
and he
did
does
signal the first down, which, with 2
keep
minutes.
Moving the chains.
That's good for a first down.
2 minutes and 8 seconds as the clock is still going here. Cortman's in no hurry to snap the ball.
Nor should he be, really. Class again up the middle. Good run, breaks a tackle, finally taken down by Sansone.
Just outside the 10-yard line here. Check out the Care 1 instant replay. He's just going to go north and south. He's got a little wall there of blockers and busted it out to the side, and Sansone brings him down just at the 10-yard line. But we got another Leopard cramper. I mean, he's touching his left leg, which generally indicates the cramping of the calf.
Yeah, it looks like a rescue out there on the ground, number 3.
Yeah, looks like Springstead coaching staff's going to come out there and make sure the guy's okay as they huddle up to try to finish this thing off with 1:15 to go in the ball game. Please stick around. At the end of this game, we're going to let you guys know who the Glory Days player of the game is, and they'll receive a Glory Days gift certificate and a Gulf Coast Sport Network T-shirt.
The coveted Gulf Coast Sports Network Glory Days player of the game T-shirt.
It's always good to be named the player of the game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wear that around with pride. Show off that you were a baller at one of these GCSN games.
And we've had both teams have standout players on defense and offense who could be in the running for the player of the game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, if this score holds with 1:15 left, Springstead will retain the Glory Days Burger Bowl trophy. Burger trophy. We got to find is there an official name for this burger trophy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Glory Days Burger Bowl trophy.
All right.
And the burger says it all.
I mean, what more do you need, honestly? So option.
It looks like Cortman kept that one for himself.
Cortman did keep that and wrapped up. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Keandre Gavin, the talented middle linebacker for the Leopards, still playing this game until the buzzer goes.
Under a minute.
Yeah, it's ticking with 36 seconds and running here on 2nd and just outside the sticks here. 2nd and 11, 13. Looks like 13.
They're spread out a little more here are the Eagles, but they are not going to pass it. It stays on the ground. JP Class.
Yeah, high snap. Cortman's able to bring it down and get the ball safely to Class, and that could be the end of this game. I don't think they're going to have to snap it again.
They will not. That'll do it. 2-1, and we have a ball game, folks. 28-13 is your score. This Glory Days Burger Bowl goes to the Springstead Eagles. I'll send it over to Dave here for the Glory Days Player of the Game.
That player of the game was a standout defensive player for the Springstead Eagles. Dalton Williams, congratulations. 5 tackles for losses, several tackles to go with that, and way to go all over the field for tonight's Eagles defense and help secure your team the victory. Congratulations, Dalton Williams, on Glory Days Player of the Game.
Yeah, I love giving it to the defensive player, and defense really did show out tonight for Springstead. Short of that 80-yard pass and a really nice drive by the Leopards. You don't want to take anything away from that. That was a really nice drive. They were able to go down and put 6 up on the board, but short of that, there's really very little they were able to do offensively. So you credit the Eagles defense for that, and their offense came to play. I mean, Connor Macasio, well over 1,000 yards now for the season. Touchdown to go with that tonight as well. Just doing what they're doing. So Springstead comes away with the win here at the Glory Days Burger Bowl.
Yes, they do.
And we'll send it up to Will. Will take us out. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Derek and David. Great job on that call. 28-13 is your final score. The Springstead Eagles over the Hernando Leopards, but a great ball game and a great effort all the way around by both teams. We certainly thank your viewership and your support of the Gulf Coast Network. Thank you for tuning in for tonight. For Derek Smith, Dave Barrett, Bill Leiser, John McMurdo, Derwin Gray, and Dustin Atkins, I'm Will Wilkie. And we'll see you next time.